Hello and welcome to a FIFA 18 update video here on DexterityBox. Now this is going to be a video all about the new career mode. A lot of details have just been found out and I would just like to say to start, none of this is coming from me directly. I am doing this video as a news report. So EA, you can't ban me. I'm just going off what other leakers have put out. Actually, all the footage I analysed in this, which I am not going to show because I didn't get a beta code myself, which is annoying, just saying I had like one of the FIFA 18 videos on the front page of YouTube for FIFA 18, just saying, guys, you could have gave me a code. But because they didn't, I didn't even know the beta was coming out. I've been slacking, but a load of silly guys, silly YouTubers have just released beta footage when they shouldn't, and that is the stuff that will get you banned and copyrighted. However, being a channel which is not actually privy to getting a beta code, I have not got any relationship with EA currently, and I am currently doing this as a news report. I can talk about this footage all I want as long as I don't show it, because that is how it works. This is a news report. Just saying that. All the footage I'm talking about today is actually a video I watched from a YouTuber called Me Dugout. I hope he doesn't get banned, but he probably will. But I am going to basically do a news report based off what I saw in that leak. So that's where I got this leak information from, guys. So the first thing I notice about the new career mode is the managers still have faces. They look the same as they did in FIFA 17, so there's not much change there, but a lot more has been done with them, as you will tell as this video goes on. Also, what's the same is the board expectations. This looks very similar and the same from last game, basically. So I don't think much has changed there, really. One of the first new things I do see, however, is a squad hub, which seems quite like Squad Report was. I don't know how many of you use Squad Report. I know I did. But this squad hub, it shows your players' rating, their form, and morale. And most interestingly this time, we seem to see what their roles are in the squad. So before you had contracts that you would say important first-team player, crucial first-team player, squad rotation, you know, all of that, future first-team player. And that would make a player more likely to come to you if they wanted a crucial slot. Well, in this squad hub, you can actually see what you've promised them, so I'm hoping maybe it's a little bit more realistic this time, and players will actually respond well rather than moaning all the time. I would really like players to start becoming a little bit more reasonable with their playtime. That would make career mode a bit more realistic. So this is another new feature. When looking for new players, there's now 4 options under club negotiation. There's approach to buy, approach to loan, delegate to buy, and delegate to loan. Now, when you hit approach to buy, it's where the new cool stuff happens. Actually, I'm not sure if this guy hit approach to buy or delegate to buy. I don't know. I don't have the beta, as I've said. You actually go into a cutscene, though, where one of these is pressed, where you are with the manager of the club, of the player you are trying to buy, and you are your manager, the one you have selected with the face. You are that dude going into transfer talks, which is absolutely amazing, to be honest, because it's one of those additions that we thought, oh my god, NBA have done stuff like this, you know, the cutscene actual stuff is very much like the journey, but it's coming into career mode. Have they actually listened? Are we going to see more cool stuff like this? The fact you can have face-to-face negotiations now are really cool. In these talks, the things I've seen so far, and I don't know if this information is true, guys, I'm just commenting on what I've seen. You can talk about additional clauses in these meetings, so sell-on fees, buyback clauses, things like that. So that's cool. If you're selling a player or buying a player, sometimes you might have to give a percentage of your sell-on fee. If you're going to buy a player, I saw in this instance, it was Jordan Henderson, I think, I can't remember exactly, but there was like a 14% sell-on fee if they wanted to buy Henderson, and you had to agree to that if you wanted him. But then it's not just the managers you have a face-to-face with. Once you've agreed with the club to sign them, quite like you would with the real player in real life, you bring the player in. This is usually, I think this is on another day, but you have a meeting with the player and the player's agent, it looks like, and you will go and talk about signing that player. And you talk about wages, and if there's going to be a release clause in the contract. You actually get into the individual player contracts, which is something, if you've watched my career mode wish list, I've wanted this, you guys have wanted this. More contract options are brilliant. The fact you can talk about release clauses with a player, you can probably talk about more goal bonus stuff, how much they'll play. I just think this is really going to make career mode a bit more realistic. The last thing I will talk about in this video is the fact that release clauses are a thing. I am pretty damn sure this is a thing. The release clauses look really cool because we've been able to sign players on freeze for the past few FIFAs. It wasn't always this way, if you can remember a few FIFAs back. However, now you can buy out a player's contract, quite like, you know, what happened with Neymar. Well, that's one of the biggest stories in the world at the minute. You don't have to talk to a club manager. You can just skip those negotiations and pay the release clause in a contract and you can go straight into negotiations with that player. That is so realistic and so cool. I didn't think we'd get that much this FIFA. And the fact that there's this much change that we've seen from the beta, I am really, really excited, to be honest. I wish I got my hands on the beta. To be fair, though, if I had, I wouldn't be able to talk about this because I'm pretty sure if I'd have been sent a beta code, I would be bound by some sort of copyright or NDA. But I didn't. You can check everything. Clearly, EA don't have a clue who I am. I'm just going to do the news update on what I have seen from YouTubers and the likes that have leaked this information. So this has been a news update, not a leak itself on FIFA 18. I have no affiliation with anything that can get me in trouble, but I hope you guys, I'm sure you've already seen it, but I hope you guys like this information and are looking forward to FIFA 18. I know I am. I can't wait to get my hands on it. But for now, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, do all those things, and keep watching right here on DexterityBox.